Okay, Miss Lisa. Right now, I'm going to show you how we do the come get me trick. So when you get home, you can practice on this. So what first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to your bench or an area that you're going to use to help you get on this horse. Which is, if it's a new area, this is going to help you a lot. We come here, we cluck, and we click at them loud enough to create energy. We create energy that makes their feet move. Good boy. Right here, we can pet them, touch them. We can even give them a little bit of treat, little treat right here. Not all the time, but sometimes for encouragement. Okay. And remember, as you get on, we stand still for 30 seconds. Now, if your horse isn't working correctly, he's a little rusty or doesn't want to do it, we walk to your bench, get situated, stand up, use your crop. Let's see if he doesn't come over here. We want to be on the back right side of the butt, and we tap it right here. At the same time, we click. Very nice. Whoa. Now we can merge our crop across the front shoulder. Once he's parked where you want him to be, facing front, not this way because we're pulling the saddle if we mount on facing that way. So it's good to face this way next to your horse. Straight up. Get on. Now what was it? We wait for 30 seconds, even a little bit longer if they need it. Just wait. 1 minute of your day is not much. We pet them. Very nice. From here, we move on and right off. Okay. Now, what I would do is I would flex them left and right. Check your steering wheel. See how he's reacting to it. Once you feel like he's soft, ready to go, you just ride. Now, once you get off, you can side pass him to the bench. Oh, um, oh, kind of confused him there a little bit because I don't have my right rein, but he did good. He did really good. Now we march straight off, get on, and now we're back to the G method. Stay tuned. All right, Miss Lisa. Today we're going to take you through the G method with Mr. Queso here, and just so you have an update with them, keep them going into the right direction. First thing we're going to do is we're going to apply respect on our horses. So with any other horse you may have back home, we want to turn around and get his undivided attention. Lead her up and down, as he's the professional at it now. He can back up really good if you want him to, and really fast. But the main thing for why we do the respect is so if they get scared from behind, they don't run us over, they acknowledge us. Another thing you can do is back up from behind. That way we don't have to turn around all the time. Okay, it's another respect I like to put on all my horses. Once you got this, and you have your horse, see, very respectful. Once you got this, and you're lunging your horse, and you pop them by accident, or maybe you did mean to get him going forward, let's desensitize him. So this is part of this the G method. Okay. To approaching a horse that's never been touched, this is the extension of our arm. So we touch him on his body. Down the road, we get closer. Now we can touch him. But the main thing what I'm going to show you is the main parts that we need for him to keep going correctly. You don't have to do all these steps. The main thing is handling. Okay. Handling and respect and desensitize and being real loving your horse too. Once we got this, we're gonna get our halter from down here, or even the snaffle. I'll show you that in a minute. But we'll start putting the undivided attention. Remember, keep our arms straight at all times. And if we need help, we use the popper on their shoulder. But we want both eyes. Another thing you can do, you can grab the clip of your reins clip it on the nose band, right here, okay, of your halter. Now, once we have it clipped, this is where we're getting more leverage at. So we're going to send them out. Same thing. Stand in front of your horse. Ask, cluck. So we want their undivided attention. Once we have this, whoa, we can stop them directly in front. Now, we can switch hands. Remember, straight arm. Apply pressure here. And if we need to put more, if he's slacking on energy, feel free to create more. Get him moving. Remember, what we do on the ground is going to help us on top. So if we want us to listen with our voice commands, walk, trot, and canter, we teach them walk, okay? All from the ground, it can be taught. Trot, trot, and it definitely helps to have a round pin to teach those, so you can have enough push to push him into that gear without him trying to go away. But back to the main thing is undivided attention, handling, flexing your horses. Oh, nice. He's pretty soft. Disengaging is very important, as in pull nose to hip. Very important. Same here. Once a horse crosses their hind legs, that's when they lose all their power. They can't run away. They can't buck because they're cross-legged. That means pull nose to hip. But lots of flexing is going to help you get that softness back up, especially if we're holding into the horse's rein. And let's remember to relax when we get our speeds. Now, if we're going into a public area and you feel something's uncomfortable, shorten your reins up. Very important. You have more control, and it's a lot faster to get to his mouth, because that's what we control. The head controls the body. So this is what we control, the head. But undivided attention is very important. Notice I cluck at him. If I need help, get my popper, my lead rope. Very nice. Get his feet moving. Oh, all right, good boy. Now we're going to do a flag. I should have a few plastic bags laying around. I can make you a flag real quick. But as you remember, he was very watchy towards flags. This is something I like to use. Plastic bags, Walmart bags. Walk with them. Now, when you get a new horse, make sure you apply the respect first before you apply the flag. Or chances are they will paw at you. Want to paw the flag and you're right in front of it, and they jump at you, and then you can get hurt. I'm not trying to put respect on you. But this is very good. The louder we are with our horses, the more forgiving it is. Okay? He decides to move out. I don't stop the flag until he stops. Mainly because he thought we were going to undivided attention. But everywhere is very important. Alright. Once we got this done and you haven't saddled him up for a couple months or so, take him through these steps. Get your little tarp. Now we do the same thing as flag. We approach the nose. Just how we showed him the flag, nose, cheek, pole, neck. We do the same thing with our tarp. It's a little tall there. We make sure we have all this done. Once we got this on both sides, remember, I like to crumble it. Never let go of your lead rope. And then we can toss it over. From here, this is a representation of the saddle. Desensitizing. We'll do a square knot. That way it doesn't fall off. Make sure you do the square knot. Now we desensitize in motion. Walk them around. Shut them down real quick. Put them in respect. Very nice. Get his attention on you and not what's on his back. Very nice. Oh. Now we desensitize at standstill. Both sides. The closer we are with the horse, the better. Oh. We send them out and desensitize in motion. Wonderful. Other side. Once we got that done, we can get our lead rope and we'll apply it as a cinch. So we throw it over his back a couple times, left and right, and then we can gather up our lead rope like so. Go up and down, prepping them up for the cinch, and now we toss it over. Bingo, we catch it. Now we're here at the cinch. Now that we're at the cinch, we apply it. You can go back if we have girths. Go all the way back. Doesn't matter if you have girths or not. I like to do everything, the whole body. Once we got this, apply firmness, nose to hip, disengage. The same time, apply firmness, back it up. Very nice. Now we can go a couple more feet. If you like, what you do on one side, you do to the other. That's how we get really forgiving horses. We gotta do both sides. Once we got this, we do the same thing. Nice and firm. You've caught it. You've reached underneath it if you have to, but mainly want to catch it. Just notice you got a little weary there with the flag. What I did is I moved my hand up where it's more noticeable towards his eye. Also, what I like to do is walk over the flags. Here, hang on. I'm a little too close to the camera there. See how he can be watchy? This is very good for him. I always like to walk on the opposite side. Very nice. I don't want him to break my stick. But the closer it gets to the obstacle, the more relaxed we get, the less pulling. Oh. So he'll be watchy. As long as he doesn't take off, we're good there. That's why I like to do the when I present the flag, I pull him forward to give him confidence that everything's okay. Same, he's had the flag absolutely everywhere. It's just a weird little thing he got. Now that we have this, we're going to get the snaffle on, and then I'm going to show you the next step on undivided attention, your bit, what we're going to do from there. So stay tuned. Okay, Ms. Lisa, we have switched him to the bit, to the snaffle with shanks. He likes this one too. If you have one of these, this work. I was going to tell you, now that we have it, we're going to get our thumb, roll it down the reins. Okay, we have the axis rein as a popper, as a move to move his feet to help us. but mainly is we cluck, send them out, like if we're lunging them, then we bring them back in. So send them out. Now we want to lower our hand back to neutral and relax it, so we bring them back towards our pocket, right here. So I click. Remember, be loud enough to move your horse. If we don't want to be loud and we want small little quiet cues, then we got use this one more, and then they'll start listening to us with smaller, quieter cues. Notice I have both his eyes. Oh, oh, whoa. If saying whoa is very good for your horse, means stop. I like to flex them. Very nice. Flex them again. Very nice. Bend them. Very nice. If it gets to here, none of this is bad. I don't mind him moving his hind. Well, because it means when I pull left, it's moving everything else left. But this is important. Lots of flexing. We go to other direction. Switch reins. Remember, thumb down the rein, underneath the clip. Send them out. Like we're gonna lunge. Drop your hand back to neutral. Get his both eyes on us. If we need help moving them, we can tap their belly where our spur goes, where our leg goes. You get this down, you're going to be pretty good with your horse. Don't forget your hand extended. Oh. Another thing I like to do is drop their head. Grab my hand here, and I push down, pull down, push down. Makes them relax. A low-headed horse is a relaxed horse. Awesome. Another thing I like to do is send them out like we're going to lunge them. We don't have to stay close, but have that left pull what it is. It doesn't got to be fast because we want to go slow, so no need to be speeding. As long as we're pulling left. Okay. That's another little drill I like to use, a little exercise to give the horse real obvious cues what we want. Bump, bump. Wonderful. Once you got that down, same if you're going to go to public and he's not paying attention to you or something. If you go somewhere to a trail, put him through this drill, do the undivided attention. Move him around. Move his feet. Check his steering wheel. Once you get on, remember flex left and right. Okay, good boy. So once you got that, you're ready to ride it and enjoy your trail and family members. If you have any questions, feel free to holler at me. I'm here to help you with anything you may need. Got your back for life. Thank you. And stay tuned for the G method. It's coming up. All the steps to start a horse. Okay, Ms. Lisa, now for the G method. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this real quick because it is a competition method. So you can start one within 30 minutes to an hour. If you have an hour and 30 minutes, even better. Okay. So each step is when they pass each step, each grade, that's when we're getting closer to riding. So each step would be leading away, turn around, that's another step, respect, so forth. All right, so here we go. First thing we want to do is lead your horse, turn around, and make sure he doesn't step forward. I'd rather have him step back, okay? getting his undivided attention. See those 2 ears on us? Now it's over there. But that's how we get their undivided attention. Okay, do that a few times until they pass, and they do it pretty smooth and up and down. When they do that pretty good, that's when you're ready to go to the next step. Next step would be the lead rope. We desensitize with the lead rope. So we're going to send this right to the right and to the left. Horses will want to move out, around. All we got to do is just stay with them. Okay, it's better to have a round pen and you have a wall next to you. So when they move away, you step in front of them and apply respect. That's why we went through that step. Apply respect so you can freeze them. Once we got them frozen at a standstill, we throw our lead rope over and we begin touching the body of the horse. Okay. Now remember, this is a method for a horse that had never been touched, never been worked before. So we want to throw our lead rope over, sensitize at a standstill. From here, once we got that over, and we can get it closer to the horse, because up close is up in the saddle. So we want to stay close from here. We will prep for the cinch. Throw this baby over. Sometimes we get lucky and catch it. Sometimes we don't. I struggle with that. Once we got that down, they tend to want to move. Now I made them move there, but when they do this, it's okay to move out as long as they're crossing their feet. And then we can start working on handling too and getting up close with the horse. Okay, working on handling, disengaging, nose to hip. From here, I'm more towards the cinch area, so I'm applying firmly, but at the same time, I'm moving the horse sideways. And now I move it backwards towards the back girth. From here towards the feet. There you go. We start desensitizing those feet. And a lot of horses will want to run away from it. It feels weird, something between their legs. So you just stay with it, disengage them, where you can freeze them up again, as in respect. As in right here, we move them back. Okay. Once you do on one side, you do to the other. Now that the horse is allowing us to get close to him, getting to know each other real good, we do the same thing. Around the cinch, apply firmness, disengage, go. You can move it down the back towards the flank, tug on it backwards, down the legs. Very nice. Now at the same time, while we're disengaging, we're getting up close right here. Good boy. Once we got that step down really good, and respect, what I like to do, go back as a reminder for the horse to apply respect. Okay, very nice. Once we got this, we can proceed with the flag. We got the flag. I like to present it as in leading the horse and show them the flag on the ground right here. Now they want to be hesitant. They won't pull. Not like that. So I like to show them. Now, then apply respect again. Turn around, see how the horse listens. So even when you're loading onto a trailer and you try to pull on them, they can be hesitant and stop. But I don't apply it right away like this on a brand new horse, because they can strike and they can come at you. That's why we put the respect. So when you present the flag, they either go this way, and when you pull on it, so it won't go away from you, it could jump back at you. So that's why it's important to stay in between the respect, backing up, and pull. But have that down really good. Once you have that down really good, you can go to the flag, down the lead rope. Notice is up high, level where you can see it. Not where his blind spots are. Okay, it's up here, down the lead rope, nose, cheek, the pole, and they'll want to move out. So we just hold them, and show them the flag bit by bit. I come from back here, show it to them, eye level. Very nice, all the way back. As soon as they get that, now to stand still, they're freezing. We can move them again. Now we can move them. Now we do it both sides. Okay, same. Lead rope, nose, cheek, neck, down to the back. And then I wouldn't suggest right away here until they accept it over here on top, eye level from the nose back. I even like to shoot it up here. Now horses will move. They'll be like, "Oh, what was on top of them?" So we shut them down back in effect. Okay, and we let them realize it's okay to have something above their back. This is where we're going to be riding. So I like to show it right here. Same to desensitizing motion. You can apply it right here and now. Desensitizing in motion. This is where we're going to be. So we get that ready for them. Very nice. Once we got that, we can lead the horse around, move the flag around. And remember, the louder we are with the horses, the more forgiving they'll be, the more broke they'll be. Okay? Won't be so sensitive. Now that you have all this everywhere, you can take the flag anywhere you want to go. Okay? We proceed to the tarp, which is be our saddle. The horse isn't saddled yet. I like to present it this way too. Show it to them. Another thing I like to do is spread this baby open. Give them trust by leading it. Now, when we cross a horse over, they could jump over it and you'll be in the middle. They could run over you. So keep a nice line where you can go around it. There you go. And then I like to stop them in the middle of it. I like to keep pulling on it. Apply respect. That way I know I got his attention. Not what's under him. But this will give him lots of trust too. To trust you. Okay. You can also have a round pin and send them through it as well. Now you won't have to do this. You don't have to send it through when you're starting a horse. You don't got to send them through, but it'll help. But it's just time consuming. You don't need it. Once we got this, I like to find my corners on my 4x8 tarp right here. Now I just crush it into a little ball here. Got my corners where I'm going to use to tie it. Now I'm going to present it to the horse just as I did the flag, okay? Nothing different, but now we're getting a lot closer. This is a representation of our saddle. So the nose, notice I'm a lot closer to the horse too, because I'm going to go into the horse now. We're going to get to know each other real well. From the nose, cheek, poll, and we do the same thing, okay? Touch him everywhere. Notice I'm short. In case he wants to kick, I have this one to move that butt away, and so we don't not let go of this one for any means. If we get back to that danger zone and he likes to go into it, it'll kick us and hurt us. So always make sure we have this. And the reason we did some handling and divided tension when we did the lead rope is for this situation. They're already somewhat following the nose. Anyways, once we got this down on both sides, now is when I go back and find my corner. Okay. Bring the ball back. Now I don't throw it over like this because a lot of horses will get surprised, get scared from the other side when we do that, and then they end up running us over and get hurt. Excuse me. Get hurt. So I like to present it bit by bit. Show it over the eye. Activate that right eye. We'll get even better later once we get able to ride it. So once he accepts it and sees there's something coming on the other side, now we can move that flag over. Okay. Now we can spread it out more. And I like to do a little square knot here so the tarp won't fall off. We don't need it to fall off. We need it to stay with the saddle strapped up. So we have this right here. We start spreading it over his body, correct, touching him. Good boy, good boy. Okay, we got to teach what good boy means. Once we got that, I like to move out. Apply respect immediately before they even think about what's behind them. Okay, get their undivided attention. Immediately, very nice. Immediately, Once we got that, very nice. Oh, we start desensitizing. As soon as I do this, the horse will naturally go that way. Most will, or one will go away. So we desensitize the motion. We get that while we got the horse's feet moving around. We desensitize the motion. Same thing the other side. When we shake it, they'll want to move out. And now we get to the point where we apply respect and we start to desensitize at a standstill while we're up close, because once we get to the saddle, we need them to be still once we mount on. Once we got that down, okay, the horse isn't saddled yet. This is the representation. Remember, the louder we are, the more forgiving horse you have. So go back to respect, go back to the beginning steps. Okay, prepping for the cinch. We'll do the same thing. Now I'm a lot closer now. Desensitize both ends. That passes, move on to the next, which will be go back to the cinch, back to handling. Okay, catch it. Sometimes you can reach down to there. Okay, once we get to the saddle, there's another preparation. We go back to handling, nice and tug. Make sure they get used to that feeling. Really good. Now some will bug, some won't. Once you saddle them up, do both sides. Okay. Now that that passes and you've done lots of disengaging, moving, following that horse, the nose. Have that horse follow the nose. We can send them out. Having them follow that nose, moving them feet forward. Very nice. Move his feet. At this point, what I would do is let him go in the round pen. Let him go and do those speed transitions, the walk, trot, and canter while you have this on, and then get him back again. Once you catch him back, we're ready to saddle. Do a quick run of desensitizing and another one when we're ready to saddle up. I like to do the ups and downs. Okay, so he won't be so sensitive when I go and reach under the cinch. Okay, we got this down. We can also get a little loop. The more we do it, the better we'll get. We can actually fish the cinch. Oh, we can get close enough, hook it. Now we can bring the cinch over. You know, once we got that, first we got to put the saddle on there. Excuse me. Once we got this, we put the saddle on. And I mean, it's got to be really good. He doesn't care about the tarp. And then your saddle blankets, do a couple times so you feel like he's relaxed, and then throw the saddle on there. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I highly suggest it for sure. If there's time, you have time. There's no ticking time clock. Take your time until the horse is relaxed. Once you got that, throw the saddle on there. I'd prefer to throw it from the right side, so we don't always know the cinch doesn't always fit. So when we throw the saddle on this side, we can adjust our cinch to the size that we need, and then we can come over here and cinch them up firmly. Once we got them cinched up firmly, okay, you don't have to put a back girth on it yet, just the first cinch is fine. Once we got that, I like to disengage immediately, up close. Disengage, disengage, disengage. So it's pretty smooth. All right, then we relax him. We stop him. Okay, he did good. I like to reward him. I like to teach him what this is. Relax, give them trust, move their eyes around. Touch their eyes, not move their eyes. Okay, from here, we do the same thing. Disengage, bump, 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 nose to hip. Awesome. Once we got that down, move forward, apply respect immediately. That way we get his undivided attention. Now, from here, we'll send him out. Now they'll struggle, so we use our end of the lead rope to push them forward. Once you got that down pretty good, I like to let them go again. And I mean, as soon as you get the speech transitions, walk, trot, and canterlope, catch them again, and let's work more on handling. Handling, disengaging, flexing. Before we get on, we do lots of flexing. Whoa, whoa, okay. You can do it with your lead rope, or it's time to set some reins on. Get some reins. Let me go get my reins. Quick. Once we got our reins, so see how we got his undivided attention? He's like tracking us. That's what we want. Once we got this here, you can take the lead rope off. You can have a crop with you. You can leave the lead rope there with you. Okay. From here, I'm just gonna put it on the saddle. Horse is saddled up. We can take this off. It's been off already. Okay. Okay. What I like to do, how to get their movements going, is I grab the rein, correct? We get the flexing down. We're getting flexing. Now, how to teach them what cluck means is I need them to move. So I use my popper and cluck. I click. And if he's not moving, I tell him what, I show him, I tell him what clucking is, which is move their feet. At the same time, I'm pulling on his nose. Very nice. He does good. We move on to the next. Now they won't be this smooth, but they're already following the nose. We're introducing the undivided attention, which won't happen the first session. Down the road it will, but at least they know where to go to. Where you're leading them to. Hey, disengage. Whoa. We get back close. Okay, we flex them. Very nice. Flex them over here. Flex them. Nice. Desensitize with our saddle. Now we have a round pin where you can use the wall to shut them down. Oh, shut them down as in freeze them. We want to do all this at a standstill. Notice my left hand is close right here. Same. I grab it or grab the rein. Desensitize. Oh, oh, oh. He thinks I want to move him because I'm tapping on his belly. Oh. Notice I move and I stop. I pull on them to create when I cross their feet. That tends to want to stop because it's not very uncomfortable. Once we got the swinging of the stirrups at a standstill, we're getting close to riding. So we start jumping left and right on both sides. We do this on both sides. Okay. We flex them. Now, when we're fixing getting ready to ride, I activate this right eye, showing them that I'm coming. Okay. By this time, I'm already close to the horse. So activate that eye so when I throw that leg over, it doesn't surprise them. Freak them out, and then you're off at the rodeo bucking with yours. So, like the flex, this we can take this off or keep it with you. I just have a little crop with you, cork, to do our move outs on your saddle horn or around your wrist. Once we got the flexing here, we activate that eye, jumping up and down. We're up close. tip of your boot, go straight up. If they move out, then you just jump off. And we keep pulling on here, which makes the buck go away, the danger zone. And then we try it again. Do it again, straight up. Activate that eye. Make sure there's no surprises. Now you don't gotta tap them like that. You can tap them on the ground like this. Know that you're coming. Throw that leg over since you activated that eye. Very nice. From here we flex. There it is. We click. We move out. Notice my hand moves out, following that butt. Okay. You can follow these exercises right here, disengaging them, flexing them. Okay. There you go. Doing one side, do the other. Look at the hip. Twist your body. There you go. Very nice. Relax. Just now we're going to start moving forward. A lot of horses I'll start them in a circle since they don't want to move out right away, and it's safe. It's safety. We get them bump, bump, bump. Now we start rolling out. I like to give them all the rein. Give them all the rein. That way, they're not. Most horses freak out when you stay in their mouth, especially when they're going to freak out. A lot of us tend to pull instead of pulling from the side, disengaging them to cross them feet. They freak out, get claustrophobic, and then they start to buck, and then we're in trouble. Okay, so it's very important to disengage and flex them. Have lots of flexing, and we don't have to go right away with trotting. You know, we can walk them, but it's very important at least get the trot in that first session. The second session, you gotta have that canter in them. Okay, the lope. But you can teach them what this means too. Once we got that, obviously you want to stop like this, but you stop at a stopping point where you can flex them. Both sides, get softness. This is very important. Do a lot of this. Get your horse soft. Once we got this part, okay, we can touch them, rub them everywhere. We flex them. Notice I already have my foot out. I like to grab my saddle horn, go straight down. Dismount, go straight down, and keep that nose over, just in case they get scared or something. Remember, they move out. We have this to move their butt around. And you know, if they get scared, go back and mount on again. Mount on until he does it correctly. He stands still, then perfect. I will do it. Very nice. Stand still. Very nice. Rub these knots. Get softness out of them. And there you go. That's the first session. Second session, do the same exact thing. What I would suggest when you get a horse, your new horse, and you want to start your own, each step I did, first step, do it until he does it awesome, perfectly, moving backwards, you know, listening real good, then move on to the flag. And it could be a week, you know, but like I said, this is, you can do this and be able to get on a horse within that first session, 30 to an hour. But throughout the whole month, you just follow this whole system right here. And you have a really broke, forgiving horse, listening and respectful, and want to do whatever you want to do. Have a good horse. If you have any questions, feel free to holler at me. I got your back for life. Thank you, and God bless you.